I gotta confess, I slept a little bit on the Phoenix Suns. I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't really care what nobody thinks. You know what I mean about sleeping on us.
When's the last time he was an All-Star? 4 seasons. Father Time is undefeated. He's not the same player.
Is no longer a great player.
At the end of the day, Houston traded Chris Paul.
I think their
to
ceiling
OKC.
is probably something like the 5th or 6th seed. I mean, the West is an absolute...
16 teams make the playoffs. That ain't what we're going for. Yeah, we're on the same page.
37 for Paul.
He has done the unthinkable.
What's up, boys? I hope you guys are doing well. I just wanted to come on here real quick before the video starts to let you guys know of a cool feature that was added to my channel, which is called channel membership. First membership is called All Stars. It's at $5 buckaroos a month, and you get access to exclusive content like choosing between thumbnails and designs for each and every video. You also get access to trailers and promos for all the upcoming videos earlier than everybody else. The second membership offer is called MVP, right? Most valuable player or most valuable supporter, whatever you want to call it. With this membership, you get access to unreleased and unseen full-on videos. But you're paying 15 bucks, so that's not enough. You also get an 81% discount in honor of the great late Kobe Bryant on all the merchandise that I have. I haven't promoted my merchandise in a while, but I have probably the coolest designs and shirts, hoodies and jackets that you will ever see. Also, personally, I think the coolest thing that happens once you join this membership, you get access to customized badges for this channel. The badges basically appear next to your name in comments, live streams, and Premiere to show your support and loyalty to the Nothing But Amazing channel. So yeah, that's basically it. All of these cool features, I mean, they are absolutely amazing, but ultimately and brutally honestly, this is an opportunity for you to help out and support a hardworking YouTuber like myself. This is just the honest truth. So with that being said, enjoy the video because this one is also heated, and I'll see you guys pretty soon. Peace out.
Grizzlies here. Bertans can give him a little bit more shooting on the perimeter.
Kawhi Leonard with a nasty stuff.
That's the guy I know.
Leonard, 5 to shoot. Selden gets faked out, and Leonard makes him pay.
It's it out to Simmons. Ginobili slashes and drives. That was a good call because the position helps Anderson. Here's Harden. Ginobili's on him. He's got shot.
How much blame does Harden deserve for this loss?
Oh, it's on
James Harden didn't show up last
How do you
night.
explain Harden's performance?
He choked.
Anderson poked away by Danny Green. Murray. Kyle Anderson throws it up and Murray throws it down. And Greg Popovich will take his Spurs to his 10th Western Conference
This was
final.
the biggest superstar meltdown we have witnessed since LeBron James in the 2011 NBA Finals.
I'm gonna keep chipping away. I'm gonna keep going and keep going until I can't go anymore. You know, and I feel like we're a piece away.
Breaking news today happened about 15 minutes ago. Chris Paul's Clipper career is officially over.
Chris Paul agreeing to a sign-and trade to the Rockets.
Sometimes I believe we've taken the greatness of CP3 for granted. All you need to know is look at the Clippers with him and look at the Clippers without him.
James' personality he's not a leader. He's not a vocal. If anybody can get the best out of him, it's a point guard like Chris Paul.
You don't get championships just because you deserve it and just because you show up. You don't get it, and it takes work, and I think that's what we're gonna do.
Chris Paul has been phenomenal because he's looked like a different Chris Paul. And when he's on the court, they have yet to lose with Chris Paul in the lineup.
Paul took him out of his football. The dance fires. Good! Chris Harden.
Shot clock running down. Chris Paul.
He is one of their 2 best players. And in fact, in a big game, I'd probably take him over James Harden. Maybe their best player under pressure.
He fell down at time.
The great Chris Paul, the person that I think is destined for the Hall of Fame because he's one of the elite point guards this game has ever seen.
He
Rockets. They are the biggest threat, not only in the West, but in the NBA to the Warriors.
Down to 3, down to 2, it's a 3. Good! Good! He got it! James Harden, a flamethrower!
How close is Paul getting to reminding everybody of what Houston looks like when he is on his game?
Yeah, completely different team because now when he is close to 100%, you have an elite playmaker that can break a team down.
This is Houston. Say again, please. Houston, we have a problem.
There was some tension between Chris Paul and James Harden about the way they're running the offense.
The root of the issues, according to what team sources tell me, a difference in their preferred playing
styles. It's going to be extremely hard as long as you force James Harden and Chris Paul to coexist.
Those two are going at each other and barking on the bench. They brought CP for that, to challenge him, to be that leader, to get in James' face when he's not doing the necessary things for this team to win.
So what effect does the tension have on the information we've heard now that they're shopping Chris Paul?
Oh, it's obvious. They got to figure out a number 2 with James Harden if you're going to keep Harden. Who's better than Chris Paul?
And if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder, you cannot have a training camp and Chris Paul's in uniform.
Chris Paul is no longer a great player. He is a good player, but not a great one.
I am who I am. I'm excited about our team. We gonna go out to win every single night.
Predicted that this year's Thunder were in for a year of misery. But a funny thing has been happening in Oklahoma City. The Thunder were expected to be one of the league's chief sellers this trade season. Except now OKC is sitting in the 7th spot in the West.
And knock it down just before the
This was Chris Paul, who was absolutely sensational.
Again lobs it up for Nerlens Noel. Down with the defensive end. Steps into that shot and another huge 3 from Chris Paul.
I'm definitely buying CP's clutchness, and I see it continuing throughout the season.
Paul looking to get it to Adams. Instead, takes it himself.
If one guy is leading his team and making clutch play after clutch play.
At the end of the day, Houston traded Chris Paul to OKC.
That means the guy you were traded for elevated.
What a big shot for Chris Paul again.
Remarkable if it's the Thunder that wind up knocking them out in 7.
The Phoenix Suns, under the stewardship of Robert Sarver, has been pretty much irrelevant. They are regressing. They have been going in the wrong direction for the last 3 years.
Bad ownership leads to a bad franchise. Absolutely stink.
The Phoenix Suns as an organization, they're the problem. There is something that is not right from an organizational perspective. They have not been impressive. The one consistent thing that has transpired with these boys is losing. Regression. Period.
Welcome back to SportsCenter. Breaking news from the NBA. Adrian Wojnarowski, our senior NBA insider, with us. Woj, what do you have?
The big one, Chris Paul is headed to the Phoenix Suns. He'll go in a multi-player deal from Oklahoma City.
I think their ceiling is probably something like the 5th or 6th seed. I mean, the West is an absolute.
Do I think Phoenix is all of a sudden a top 4 contender in the West? Absolutely not. Do I think even they're locked to make the playoffs?
You think
No.
Western teams should be concerned, the top teams in the West, about these new look Suns?
No, not the top teams.
We were talking about the playoffs, and Chris yelled out in the locker room. He was like, 16 teams make the playoffs. That ain't what we're going for. And hearing his energy and his passion behind that statement, I was like, oh yeah, we're on the same page.
Phoenix will be in the postseason. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But it's not like they're all of a sudden a championship contender.
It's really been cool, like being here. And we got such a great group of guys. And you know how far that goes. You know, like that goes a long way. Like it's one thing to be able to do what you love in the hoop, but to be around like people that you genuinely like and enjoy, like that's the best.
You know, Chris isn't gonna take a day off. He's not gonna take a possession off. I'm inspired by him in so many different ways.
I gotta confess, I slept a little bit on the Phoenix Suns. I didn't know, CP3, I didn't know. I'm looking at a Phoenix Suns team that is like 33-14. That's won 7 of their last 8 games. That's the second seed in the Western Conference if the playoffs were to begin today. What's going on with the Phoenix Suns?
If a team made a trade in the offseason and they went from last place to first place, why would we not mention that guy for MVP?
Paul fires up a three. It's good.
This man just passed Magic Johnson on the all-time assists. All time.
The Suns are one of the top stories in the NBA this season. They were 19-63 just 2 years ago. Now they're battling Utah for the NBA's best record. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, they're getting a lot of the credit.
Do you think he should be the league MVP?
When you look at what CP3 is doing right now, he has done the unthinkable.
The Suns are in second place, 1 game out of 4th in the Wild West. Does CP3 have any chance to win MVP?
Wide open again. And this is like warm-ups. Jay Crowder.
CP3 is sensational. He's a top 2 candidate for league MVP honors right now.
Paul leaves it up for DeAndre.
I'm honored and privileged, but shit, I ain't done yet.
Everywhere he goes, New Orleans, Clippers, OKC, Phoenix, they all better now that he's there.